Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Today we're going to be, well, not necessarily today, but in this video, I'm going to be building that custom valance. You guys have been following me, whether it's on Facebook or on Instagram, maybe even Twitter, or here you've seen some videos of that large custom valance I've been working on. And well, it's finally completed and installed. And so in this video, I put together some of the photos and some of the work that goes or went in to creating that piece. And I hope you guys will stick around and check it out. Well guys, getting right into this project. As you can see, I've got some walnut and cherry laid out. And we're jumping right into building the box for that valance. I used the Craig jig to kind of put that together, but it goes together and comes apart as the build goes on, just to have a little more mobility into the shop. I mean, we're moving right along quick in this thing because I lost a lot of video, computer issues and whatnot. But basically I cut that rough shape out with a jigsaw, and then I've been carving it with my Fordham and Dremels and die grinders with Saburrtooth bits and cut saw bit and Typhoon bits and just a bunch of different stuff to get these shapes. I started carving those trees in there as well, because the whole goal is to have trees and mountains and everything look authentic to the Adirondacks. Hold on, right here. Can you guys see them? We got these trees going. They're still pretty rough. I got to do a lot of sanding. This is believe me, it looks crazy, but it's gonna be a forest, I promise. A forest with a moon. Yeah, I probably shouldn't show you that, but that marker on there, that looks awful. So yeah, anyway, that's what I'm working on. As you guys can see, I continue to mock the piece up so I can get the overall vision for what I'm going for. I think it's important to just remember what the goal is and what it is you're trying to, you're striving for as an overall piece. Cut out some bear tracks out of some more walnut. Again, this whole piece is just black walnut and cherry, and the bear was actually chainsaw carved from cedars. So the main parts of the valance though are black walnut and cherry. They just complement each other. Very beautiful when put together. Again, all this stuff is just carved with power tools, with different die grinders and flex shafts and different burr bits and things. And as always, you guys can find all those things below in the description, comparable or the same thing I used. And all those purchases or any purchases through those Amazon links will help support this channel and is much appreciated, because a lot of time goes into making these videos. Even if I did lose a bunch of footage, a lot of time still goes into it. So just thank you guys. Thank you. As you guys can see here, we're looking at the trees on this right-hand side, and I'm gonna fill these in more with more little trees and wrap that corner just to make that end a little heavier like the left side. Here we're looking at the top of the valance, and well, I did this first bit of carving on the top, you can see. We decided to bring that down the edge and actually around and round those corners off. I want this to have that stone chipped look, kind of like they chipped away stone, almost like flint knapping. That's kind of what I was thinking. This here is the lower trim piece that's going to be added. Again, just black walnut being added to the cherry. That way those trees don't have that floating look on the bottom. They'll have like this supported look. And I really think it will bring a lot of definition to the artwork that's there. It'll really define what's already there once everything is done and it's attached. Here's just a quick mock-up with that trim piece before the extra pieces are carved and put on, because there's going to be some more trees put in here and some rocks and things to really just help fill in between the trees and the mountain and the trees and the bear tracks. I really hope you guys are enjoying this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you haven't already. And when you do, hit the bell and hit all. And you guys will be updated to all the videos that I upload. So you guys can just, stay up to date with what I'm doing. But always feel free to go back and check out all the videos I currently have. I've got a whole library of videos on here for you guys. And some are really good and some are, just videos. So check them out.
I know there seems to be a lot of repetitive shots of this, but I want to make sure you guys get to see everything and see every detail, because sometimes photos and videos just, they don't do the piece justice. Unless you're able to see it in person, which obviously that's not possible. We're here on YouTube, so you guys got to see it here, which is totally cool. But that's why I'm taking my time, and there's just a lot of shots. And every time I do something a little bit different, we kind of do an overall look of the piece so you guys can see everything together. I just want you guys to be able to just see the whole thing. Now here's the new trees and the stones in the corner wrapped that I was talking about earlier. Those pieces put on, they're put on here with the trim below as well to just kind of, oh, sorry, no trim yet. But here are those new pieces put on to help fill in those gaps. If you guys look close, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. Here we're attaching the trim just using glue and clamps and letting it sit overnight to make sure everything is dried up. I use Type Bond too. That stuff is the best. Once everything is dried, I started to apply some Minwax Satin-Finish. What I did was I sprayed it on. I had thought about brushing it on, but when you brush it on, you have more of a chance of runs, and you also have a much higher risk of it looking like plastic when you do several coats. And so spraying it on helps get in all the nook and crannies, helps lower that risk of run, and it's thinner coats, so it lessens that chance of that plastic look. Now here it looks real glossy, but once it dries, it'll have a really nice satin, natural look to the wood. If you guys are really enjoying this, you really enjoy my work, and watching for a while, you've already been subscribed, and you want to help support this channel, go down in the description and check out my Patreon account. It's a place where you guys can go, pledge certain amounts to just help with expenses, help with the time that goes into creating these videos, and it is really, really much appreciated when you guys do those things. And if you don't, that's cool too. No worries, no hard feelings. I get it. We all got life going on, and it can be crazy. You can also just check out my Instagram, Facebook, and even Twitter sites where you guys can just follow me. All those links are below in the description. I try to post daily. You guys can see what's going on in my day-to-day in the shop or life, whatever's happening there, so you guys can just kind of keep up. Sometimes these videos are a week or 2 weeks behind, and so that's the way to stay current. Well, hopefully you guys can get an idea of how much work and time actually went into this. A lot of time, a lot of work went into this piece, and now it is time for the install. The install is going to be a second video that I'm going to post shortly after this one. The link will eventually pop up here in the end, and maybe somewhere else throughout the video, I don't remember. But you guys can follow it, check out the install, see that final piece where it's gonna rest for the rest of its life. I wanna thank you guys for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and when you do, hit the bell that pops up and hit all. You guys will definitely be alerted to that next video with the install. It's gonna be here shortly. Don't go too far. We'll see you later.